Okay, hey guys, welcome to part 4 of What If I Became Frieza? Where we last left off, me and the Z Fighters, me, Goku, and Vegeta, etc. had just beat Lord Beerus. During the time of, between the videos, me, Goku, and Vegeta have trained with Lord Beerus, Whis, and got God Key. I really wouldn't have a new form, at least I don't believe so. Now, since Frieza is a good guy in this one, I could probably see this Frieza Force, or the used to be King Co Force, Cooler Force. Well, I have a new idea. They want to wish back Frieza. Not Frieza, but basically the same people that in canon that used to provide Frieza for ROF. They would go, they would meet Emperor Pilaf, and Emperor Pilaf would tell them, instead of wishing for one of the Ekosians, why not wish for the ultimate being? They would wish back Cell. Now, right now, I could say probably because of how weak Cell is, he's still in his super perfect form. Sorry about that, guys. That was my brother. Sorry about that, guys. That's my brother. They would revive Cell. Now, they would explain what happened after Cell's death. Goku and Vegeta have beaten Majin Buu and Lord, the God of Destruction himself. They have gotten way stronger than when they fought you. So, So, I'm gonna say this Cell would probably train for 5 months instead of 4 months, or at least 4 months and a couple weeks. So, he would get his golden form and master it. Most likely this wouldn't happen, but I'm just going to make a replacement for the free ROF saga. So instead it's RO Revival of Cell. ROC. Okay. So it would be training me. Yeah. They would offer Cell, be able to train with, Frieza Force stuff. With the Frieza Force. Sorry about that, guys. He would say that they would allow him to train in they would probably make a gravity room or something. Now, Cell would know now that he's not perfect. Sorry about that. It's just my dog's, baby. She wants out of the room and she can't get out right now. So Cell would start training. We're gonna skip to where Frieza would normally come. Now, this is now called the Cell Force or whatever. Now, Cell would have children, more Cell Juniors. Now, I'm not gonna say. I could probably say because in the manga, 17 tamed the Cell Juniors. So I could see maybe a couple of them, or none of them, joining Cell. Either way. I could just say it like that way. So, he would be training with his Cell Juniors during the 5 years. I would say they're about the same size as Cell, the grown-up Cell. Perfect Cell. So, it would be, like I said, 4 months and a couple weeks, or whatever. Then the invasion would happen. Now, during that time, me, Goku, and Vegeta is on, Frieza's planet. So I would know the Kai. So Kai. I would go ahead and just go back during the time. Kai. So I would be there a week earlier. Before the invasion. So the Z Fighters me and Piccolo and Gohan. I would say all these Saiyans were training, not the full Saiyans, they're training with Whis. So I would help too. I would go into my power up into I would just go to full power. Using my ultimate state in my first form, we would be demolishing basically the army. We'd be demolishing the army, fighting. I could see Ginyu probably coming back. Oh, Lord Frieza. I could probably see him switching bodies with a Cell Jr. Oh, Lord Frieza. And I would be like, wait, yes. Do you mind helping me deal with this pest? Now, I would say that, well, I could, no, that wouldn't really happen. No, that wouldn't happen. Sorry, I have to change that. I killed everyone, so, yeah, the Ginyu never went to a frog. So we would be fighting. The Z Fighters were going to their ultimate forms, and we would be combining our attacks. Special Beam Cannon! We would basically be demolishing the team. Now, I would say that pretty much Goku and Vegeta wouldn't really need to get there. But they would want to, how would I say, bury their hands in the mess. Now, this Cell is smarter than, Canon Frieza. He has mastered the golden form. The true golden form, as they call it. I would go into my final form. Come on, Cell. Let's fight. Now, this is not the canon Cell. This is the future Cell. Now, I could say that he probably from the death. I don't remember if I said that, if he did absorb 17 to 18, but just to be careful, so I don't retcon it or mess up the timeline, I'll say during the death from Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, even if he wasn't, or the death from me or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, would make him go into his perfect form, just because of the Zenkai that he would get. So, we'll be fighting. Now, for Goku and Vegeta would come, and they would want to have, Goku especially, would want to have a rematch with Cell. And Vegeta too. Vegeta would know about, I really wouldn't say, I'm just going to say, if I'll retcon it, the Cell Saga did happen. Just, without future Trunks. But he would still want to get his revenge. He would go into, Vegeta would go into Super Saiyan God form to try and test how strong he was. I would give him a turn. Now the Cell Juniors are still there. The rest of the army's dead. I would help them. I would let Vegeta and Goku have their rematch with the normal Cell. I'll go into my... I am an idiot. I didn't mean to do that, guys. Sorry. I forgot to... Yeah. I would go into... I'm just in my first form, I'd say. I would use a super... A death beam... A multiple Kamehameha beams. Like, basically, I would make the Kamehamehas into 3 separate beams. Finger beams. And would blast it at them and killing all the Cell Juniors. That they were just recently born when Cell was revived. Vegeta would try, to test him. I would say he would be same as Canon Frieza, just without losing the golden form. Losing the golden form. So I would say it's around the same strength, but he does have every technique from the database. This is Future Cell. So he would go into this golden form, and he would start to fight Vegeta. Vegeta would power up to Super Saiyan Blue state and would fight back. Goku would, they would swap. Goku would go into Blue and fight him. But I would just say, because I could probably see him blow him up. He wouldn't blow up the planet. Goku would do a Kamehameha. And Perfect Cell would do, I would call this new attack Golden Kamehameha. Now, Goku and Vegeta would both go into Blue, because how it is Cell is in basically the sky, pointing the Kamehameha on the Earth. While Goku and Vegeta are on the bottom, using Final Kamehameha. And they would struggle. They would, I wouldn't say struggle, but Cell would be struggling. Cell would struggle. He would do, because it is Frieza, I believe, did it. Saiyans could do it. He would do an I-beam. At least try it that way to give him a boost. But eventually he would be killed. So that's the end of the Cell saga. The ROC saga, not ROF. Now I'm going to do one more saga. We're going to do the Universe 7 for the 6, and then I'm going to end this episode. So we would skip to the time of, I would give them hints about trying to master the blue state without leaking their ki, because I know about the manga. So I would tell Goku and Vegeta that there's a higher level than Super Saiyan Blue, but the best thing is to do first is to be able to stop the leaking of their God Ki from the Super Saiyan Blue state. They would be training, and I'll just say during that time for the Universe 7 versus 6, they have mastered Super Saiyan Blue. Now, I would also tell Goku to try merging the Kaioken with the form. And I would try telling Vegeta that there is a higher level, a form called Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, evolved state of Super Saiyan Blue. He wouldn't be able to, he knows about the form, he's trying to unlock it, but he's not there. So, Champa would come, he would see that I would go back to train to try to unlock Ultra Instinct. I'm somewhat there. I would know more about Ultra Instinct than this version of Goku and Vegeta does. So I'm gonna say, I wouldn't unlock it during the 7 or 6 tournament, but I will in the Goku Black arc. I'll just say it that way. Yeah, that way. Okay. Everything happens like 7. You have to have 5 contestants against 5 contestants. The tournament rules are the same, so how it is Universe 7 is this one now. Goku, Vegeta, me, Frieza, Piccolo. We're not going to do Majin Buu, because I would know about Majin Buu's, thing. So we would pick Raditz. I'll pick Raditz. Raditz would join. Now, Raditz has got Super Saiyan Blue as well. I just said Goku and Vegeta for now. But I mean the other Saiyan says unlock the form and master the leakage. Basically, Super Saiyan Blue, mastered Super Saiyan Blue is what it's called. So the Saiyan canon would be Frost, etc. Megeta, Botamo, Hit, and Frost. Now, during that time, I would go into my golden form, merging using my God Key, and I would stack the ultimate form and Kaioken on the form. I'm able to at least go with like a normal 2x multiplier with the ultimate state, because normal Kaioken is a 2x multiplier. So I would go back and I would try to see if I could probably merge the golden form with my other states. Now, it ain't official. I'm going to search that up real quick. Can Frieza go into his golden form and his second form and etc.? I don't really know. Can Frieza ooze his golden form in... I'm just gonna say yes. Maybe. I'm just gonna say yes. So I was able to try to merge it with my first, second, and third state. Now, it ain't going to be as strong as my true form. The final form is the true form. But I'm able to at least using the golden form with the heavily suppressed states. So we would go, and everyone like you can, just for Universe 6. They would also have a Frost Demon there, like a Koji and Frost Demon, whatever. I'm gonna say every match. Who did Majin Buu fight? I forgot who Majin Buu fought. Give me a minute, guys. Because I would technically replace Majin Buu, so. Sorry, guys. In the universe. Tournament. Oh my god. Okay, give me a minute. Majin Buu instead of Beerus chose Monaka. Majin Buu instead of Beerus chose Monaka, who he said is the strongest. Now, Monaka has replaced me. Since Monaka was going to be Buu. Because he knows I am far stronger than Goku and Vegeta. Because I know about Frieza's great potential. So, I would be in Monaka's place. How it is I'm going to say I would fight... First thing was, was going to fight. Raditz would fight, Frost. He would get knocked out because of the poison. Goku would go next, and then he would also get hurt by the poison. So I would come in, a fellow Akoshian. Oh, hello, my counterpart, I would say. I know what you've been doing. What do you mean? I know you've been cheating, bud. You've been using a poison needle. Goku, Raditz. Yes? Yeah? There's a needle prick right around where you hit them. Excuse me. So, that, Frost is going to be eliminated, but I would say, let me do the honors. I would just tell Frost, I'm going to give you a glimpse of my power. Since this timeline, he would be in his final form. I would go into my 5th form. No, I would go into my final form. No, my 5th form. I'll go 5th form. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't use a fatal shot of the death beam, but I would blast him out of the ring. I would use the Metamarine, not the Metamarine, the Yardredian cloning. So I would clone it to 3. We would put one side Kamehame, the other side death, and then the other one is another technique that I made up. It's called the Phoenix Cannon. What happens is the blast is just it could be any color of Phoenix. But the blast, literally, the key becomes a Phoenix. Phoenix Cannon! And they would basically are my 3 versions of me would blast him out. Scum. Gotta cheat to win. I would go back into my heavily suppressed state. I'll just say my 1st form. And that the Frost match would be over. I would go and tell Vegeta that same, Calba does not know what a Super Saiyan is. Go and get him heavily angry to transform. It's not kind of like, so that part would happen like a canon. I'm going to go ahead, since everyone else was knocked out, I'm going to say I'm going to be the last opponent against Hit. Because I told Goku and Vegeta that I am far stronger than them. Varys even agreed with me. So, everyone like in canon, Vegeta would be a lot closer because Raditz would go next. He would go into his Mastered Super Saiyan Blue state, but I'm sorry, he would get knocked out from Hit's time skip. So, I would tell Goku. Now, Goku would have somewhat of a handle of Kaioken, but I would say he can be able to handle Kaioken for a little longer. I would say normal Kaioken he has mastered. He would go into times 10, and would go after Hit, and he would go after Hit. But eventually his body would go numb and he would lose, so I would come in. The rest of the Saiyans, everyone else was knocked out. Because I know Hit's time skip, I would go into my 5th form. I would use the ultimate state on top of it, Kaio. No, I would say this. I would go into my final form and then go to my golden state. This is Golden Frieza. Then we use the ultimate state on top of it with... Basically, I'm stacking... Because technically, this is my new base form. The final form, Golden. Kaio. I'm already using God Key. Because it's like basically just another thing. But the form doesn't alter at all. So, I would go with Red Aura. When I use the God Key. Kaioken times 10. Kaioken. And we would fight. Right now, he was heavily damaged. I would heal him real quick. To make it fair. We would fight, and I would use my cloning technique. So 1 minute he's hitting a clone, I would come in and hit him. He would try to hit another clone. His time skip is getting bigger and bigger. I would times 10. Phoenix Cannon. And because I would say Hit would try to time skip, so I would clone myself before Phoenix Cannon. I would make 10 in a circle around him. So if he hits one, it's going to hit him again. I would keep making clones from the Ardredian technique, and we would eventually blast him out. I would pick him back up, and I'd say, that's a good fight, Hit. Thank you. Frieza, was it? Yeah, it's Frieza, but you can call me Kane. Nice to meet you, Kane. that part would go the same. Instead, I would know about Zenny. So me and Goku would go and be friendly towards him. I would go back into my first state. It's nice to meet you, Zenny. So we would give him the nickname. And that's basically the end of the Universe 7 vs. 6 saga. Now I'm going to give you a little hint of the Black Arc. So, there's actually 2 people that are going after Trunks and hunting him down. One being Frieza, and the other one with a, Goku Black. So basically that's your hit. It's Frieza Black and Goku Black. So the Zamasu, instead of wishing for immortality, he wished to take over my body. So that would happen. So, during the time, I'll go ahead and just do this. During the time, I have be able to go into Ultra Instinct Saiyan. Kind of like what Goku could do against Moro before he mastered MUI. This version, give me a minute. This. Basically, when I go into, I'm going to go ahead and say this, when I do go in MUI, it would change my color to white. It would be somewhat like a transformation, so that my eyes would go silver, but my form would be the same. So that is the end of the Universe 6 vs. 7 saga, and the ROC saga. Leave a like and